Hi friends, hope you guys are doing well. I'm coming from the side of my house. This side is the cut flower garden side. I have dahlias, liatris, zinnias, cosmos, a lot of cut flower plants over here. So anyways, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of what's going on this side and then probably make some bouquets at the end. So over here friends, here's this dahlia we did together this year. Look how pretty it is. I love it. Look at that, so pretty. And I must admit friends, I'm not a cut flower person. I don't like to cut flowers and bring it inside the house. I probably said this before. I like to cut them and give them away. Yes, believe it or not. But I'm gonna cut the white ones and probably some of the blue sea holly and take it inside. I'll show it to you, but I don't like a lot of colors for flowers inside the house. I don't know, just something weird about me, so to speak. At least I just give them away to my friends or neighbors who just love cut flowers. So here we have this beautiful dahlia here. I love it. And then this is a candy tuft that we did together from seeds. And then here we have a blue sea holly I did with you this year. And then this one is the white holly. Yes, I love it. And this was blooming a lot of cool flower seeds. We had our nigella, love in a mess. We had our bachelor button. We had our larkspur. All those already bloom. And then this is a forget me not friends. And then here, look at this. This is the nigella seed pod. You hear that? I already harvested some seed from it, but this is really good to just cut it and make dry floral arrangement with it. And the reason why I put nigella and a lot of these flowers over here, friends, look at the butterfly. It's simply because they reseed, so I don't have to plant these every year. The seeds will fall in the ground, and next year I keep getting seeds, and these will bloom again for me in the fall season because they like the cool weather. So do you see the green down here? All this would turn into the flower all over again right here. So once it gets hot, they stop blooming. Once it becomes cool again, they will flower for me. That's why they're called cool flower seeds. So this is a cut flower side, so I don't care what goes on in here. It's just meant to cut on right. So as always, if you don't want your regular polyfic garden to look too messy, be careful what you put in there, because seeds like these, they will reseed all over your regular garden if you don't want that, along with the larkspur and the bachelor button. But anyway, so here we have, oh look at this came back. This I did from seeds last year. This is a dahlia and it looks like some reseeded themselves down there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And then we have the hardy hibiscus blooming in the back there. I'm thinking next year I may probably move this because it's not a cut flower, but I just put it there because I know where to put it. But I might probably put something else in, maybe a climbing rose or something that I can cut on. We'll see. Anyway, so let's go over here, and then here we have coreopsis. So pretty. And then here we have a hydrangea. This is the second year with this hydrangea, but you see what I'm talking about. This was just one plant, the nigella, and just look, it just reseeded itself everywhere. So I'm gonna harvest more seeds when I'm done recording for you. And I think I'll probably just cut out some of these and move them here so that way the hydrangea can get some space to breathe, but it doesn't really bother the hydrangea. And then here's a dahlia. I have a lot of dahlias, friends, and here's this one. I love the color on this dahlia. I don't even know which one is this because I added more dahlias in here this year. And then I recently planted this. My sweet neighbor friend gifted this one to me. I just planted that in there. And here is a bachelor button holding on. Do you see that? And then here we have one of my favorites, the liatris, along with the cornflower, which I did not plant. And then we have more liatris behind there, more snapdragons in the back. And here's one of my favorites. So I'm gonna cut on this, friend, because I love this as a cut flower. Yes, it's so different. So I'll probably mix it with some white liatris, or if I could pick some of those white gladiolus. I just love the neutral color for cut flowers. So definitely I'll be cutting on this, and it's so prickly, but it's so different. This is the blue sea holly. And then here's cosmos I did in here. Some blooming again, loving them. And then here's this hydrangea. This I planted last year. or the year before. I don't remember. But look at this, friends. Yes, so I can cut on it. That's the point of this entire part of the garden. And then here's these gladiolus, friends. They're coming to an end. I don't know what's going on here. The blooms did not last at all. And look at this. Do you see this? I even staked them. Look at that. I staked my gladiolus. And the blooms did not last. I'll just come in and just clip off these spent blooms. And then here we have more blue sea holly. Do you see how beautiful it is? I just love it. And it attracts all these unusual beneficial insects, which I don't even know what they are. And then here we have more cosmos too. I thought these cosmos were supposed to be white, but they look like they're pink. And then here we have more liatris here. These I'm definitely gonna cut on. I just love the pink. Hello, Miss B. I always say Mr. B. Hello, Miss Bumblebee. All right, friends, and here's a corn. Oh, the bee is getting me. And friend, I put a corn in there. Look at that, a corn. Yes, look at it. There's no wrong or right way of where you put your plants. Everything just blends together, right? And then here we have this hydrangea. This one is the lace cap. I just love it. The hydrangea looks so pretty, and then the one on the corner is coming to an end, but this one is still holding on. Lily's already bloomed. Okay, and here we have, yes, it's a mess, but remember it's a cut flower garden, so it's okay if it's a mess. And this is the bachelor button I was telling you guys about. Yes, so they're gonna reseed themselves here, and it's completely fine with me because that's the purpose of this area. And friends, believe it or not, I have some beets in here. Look at that, I put some beet seeds in there. And then I have some zinnias going on here, and then I have some celosia. All these I did from seeds with you guys. These are good as cut flowers too. And then here we have a column stock down in there, and then here we have more of the nigella. And friends, look at this. This is probably one of the most gorgeous celosia I've ever seen. It's a nice bright red, but almost like it has dark pink in it. I love it. Did this from seed too, friends. I came in here and already cleaned out this area because there's a lot of different flowers from the spring, and I just pulled them out and I just did some seeds. I added zinnias in here. Here we have zinnias, see that? And I think this is an aster. I did a lot of these with you in the winter sowing. And here we have more zinnias. Oh my goodness, when did these get so big? Yep, these I did from seeds. I just tucked them in. And friends, it's still not too late for you to tuck seeds in. Zinnias, very easy to grow, and sunflowers. If you have seeds lying around, just tuck them in, okay? And look at this. I just tuck all these in here. And here's another blue sea holly over here. There's a lot of cut flowers in here. And here's a California poppy from the dollar store, still holding on. And then here we have a lot of snapdragons. Yes, these bloom already and they will bloom again. So with these ones, I'm not going to pull them out because the seeds will just fall and give me more seeds. That's the purpose of this garden over here. I don't have to worry about making sure it doesn't look too crazy. And I don't remember what I have here. I'll put a name on the screen for you. I have to use my app. I did a lot of different cut flowers this year, very new to me. And then here's this one too. I did this year. A lot of cut flowers in here, friends. Different type. Here's a coreopsis. Love it. And I don't know what this is. I'll use the app and put a name on the screen just to remember. It was a lot of them I planted this year. Oh wow, look at these zinnias already here, friends. Look at that. A lot of zinnias here. And then look at this pretty orange one. Oh, you know what this pack is? This pack is the, I think it's a Sunday. It was a zinnia. Is that like smoothie? I think it was smoothie, yes, from Walmart. And it came with the bright yellow, pink, and orange. That's what I think it was called, a smoothie zinnia. Love it. All right, friends, let's turn around here. The sun is out on this side. And then look at that. Guess what I have here? Corn. I put my corn here from the squirrels. So I'm eyeing them. Oh, look at this. Look in there. I'm eyeing them. Last year I did get corn, but I think the birds, not the squirrels, shouldn't be blaming the squirrels, the birds actually got to it before I did. I was like so excited watching the corn. I'm like, go and pick the corn, and I keep watching it. When I went out to pick it, you could have seen the birds went to it, and it's not the squirrels. The squirrels, I have not seen the squirrels in here. The birds would come on the sunflower and they would access it, and that's why I have this cage thing around it, just for the sunflower and the corn, so the squirrels don't come in here. But guess what, the birds are coming in here. Nothing I can do about the birds, that's completely fine. And I just have some seeds down here, friends. That one is a butterfly hummingbird mix, and then this one is a northeast native plant mix. I did these so that way I get some nice seedlings, so I can put them in the garden in fall. Yeah, so don't forget to start your seeds now, because some seeds need at least 1 year before they bloom the next year. So I try to plant some of them this year, especially if they're perennials. I put them in the ground and they will come back for me next year, just to give them a head start. So some of them I don't have to wait to get blooms next year, and just one less thing for me to do when I do winter sowing. So that's what's going on here in these containers. Just an idea there for you if you want to do some seeds. And then here we have some sunflowers. I did different sunflowers in here, don't remember exactly what is what. And then here is this Cosmo. Look at that, so pretty. Cosmo is really easy to do too. And then here we have more of these Nigella Love in a Mix. I came in here, I cleaned out here. This row right here you're seeing, I put sunflower seeds in there. Yes, so I'll have a new batch of sunflower blooming for me in the fall season. Once again, don't be afraid to just tuck sunflowers in your cosmos. They don't take too long to grow for you, and we're in July, August, September, October, so you get nice fall blooms. Just a side tip there for you, friends. And then, oh, look at this, this one is so pretty. I think this one is the Rogers Zinnia from Baker Creek. This red one, so pretty. So see here, these are all zinnias. I just put seeds in here, and some I did from plant, I should say. I started some on the table over there, but here you can see. And this one is the Envy Green Zinnia, which I just love so much. And then these guys, I'm gonna come in here. So these are the larkspur I was telling you about earlier in the video, where they already bloom for me and they reseed themselves. So I could come in here and take out some of these seed heads if they're ready. Most of them aren't ready, that's why I just have them still there. Because with these seeds, friends, it's good to take the seed when it's completely dry on the plant. Don't go cut a green pod like this and leave it to dry out. I prefer to leave it on the plant, let it dry on the plant, and then we get the seed head from it. That's why I have them in here. Looking funny looking, but that's okay. They're there for a purpose. And friends, I had a lot of poppies in that spot there. Oh my goodness, I harvested the seeds from them. Time just flew this year. That's why I'm trying to capture all of these beautiful blooms and show you what's going on in the garden, because it's just going so fast to keep up with everything. And then right behind me here is a tiger lily I did with you guys in spring. Yep, springtime we did this together. So pretty. And I told you guys before, I have been saving my lilies to make a video for you guys, because as I said, they all bloom at different time. And let me show you this, friends. I'm so proud of myself. My first time doing sweet pea. Look at that, friends. I am so proud of myself, friends. My first time doing sweet pea. Yes. So now I know how to do it. I'll be doing more of it. Look at it. I just have it here trying to help it go up on the trellis. So that's an experiment this year for me. And here we have more sweet pea. Once again, they've been experiment for me this year. And look at the success there. Look at that. There you are, sweet pea. All right, friends, what else we have going on in the cut flower garden? All right, friends, so this is it for the cut flower garden. A lot of things already bloom, more to bloom, and I think I'll probably put more zinnia seeds in the ground. I'll probably just come in and remove these guys, because I have a lot of Nigella seeds. Okay, I don't really need to save these. I have a ton of them, so I'm just gonna remove these plants, save the seeds, remove these plants, and probably make 2 rows here of, I think I want to do zinnias and maybe some cosmos in here. And I'll probably cut this down today. But anyway, let me get my snippers out and see what beautiful bouquet I can create. Oh, and I just saw something I didn't See, this is a Gumfrina. I think it's a sunset one from Botanical Interest, I think. We did from seeds using the winter sowing method. Yes, I don't know why it's flopping. I noticed that. But this one's my first time with this one, this Gumfrina. Anyway, friends, let's go and let's make some bouquets. I might make 3 today. Let's see what I can come up with, and I'll show you what they look like at the end. All right, let's go to the back. All right, friends, I'm done. Look at this. So here's this one. This is all purple rain. Look at that, just purple. So we have Liatris in here, and then I cut some of the gladiolus. This will go to a good friend of mine. She loves purple and pink, so I know she will love this one. And just a disclosure, I'm not a pro at making floral arrangements. I just do whatever is pleasing to my eye, just to let you know that I'm good at the garden and stuff like that, but not making bouquets as yet. So this is my production here. I think it looks so pretty. Look at that. So this is bouquet 1, and then you're gonna tell me at the end of the video which is your favorite, right? Let me know down in the comment below which is your favorite. So bouquet 1 is the purple with the liatris and the gladiolus. Friends, look at this. Look at this bee. I'm so sorry, bee. Sure attracts the bees. Just look at the bee over here. Anyway, so this is bouquet 2. This will go up to the road. I'm probably gonna take it when I'm done here. So this, we have a lot of liatris. I cut one of the dahlia. We have coneflower. We have the blue sea holly, very prickly. Oh, and here, you even noticed that. And then we have some zinnias. I cut the zinnias and I just tucked them in there. So this is what this is looking like. And with this one, friend, she can cut this down and make several bouquets from this. She can get a lot of bouquets from this. So this one is really large. So here we have bouquet number 2. I just love this orange zinnia. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? So here we have bouquet number 2. All right, friends, bouquet number 3. Who do you think this belongs to? Me. This is for myself. I told you guys I don't like too much colors in flowers, so I put this gladiolus in it because I just think the blooms on here, the color on here, they're so unique. That's why I put them in there. So I have the white liatris, I have the blue sea holly, I have the white zinnia, and here's this other one too. So pretty. Love it. That's bouquet number 3. Let me know which is your favorite. All right, friends, thank you for being here, and go ahead, make a bouquet, give it to a friend, a neighbor, a co-worker. Make one for yourself, right? I feel like fresh flowers make us very, very cheery. It adds a smile to someone's face. So that's why I just love cutting them. As I said before, I don't like keeping them for myself. I just don't like cut flowers in the house unless they look something like this. Go ahead, friends, cut some flowers and make someone's day. All right, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.